This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Let's Talk Together in English is brought to you by Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, the Bahamas' largest and most experienced dedicated radiological center. Well, good evening. Welcome to Guardian 96.9 FM with Fresh News Smart Talk all day. I am indeed your host, Lady T. It's a pleasure to have you guys with us on this great Sunday evening. I hope everybody is awesome and everybody had a great Sunday or is having a great Sunday. I sure did. I had me some... What did I have today? Oh, yes. I almost forgot. I had me some peas and rice with legume and sospa, right? That's actually a Haitian dish that they do on Sunday, and it's good. I actually was trying to stay away from it, but I haven't had it in a while, so I had it. It was very good, and after that, I had a slice of watermelon. Oops, my favorite. So exactly what I had today. My guest for this evening is no other than Smith Joseph, who is on his way. This evening, bonsoir communauté haïtienne, tout monde qui branché konya, tout auditeur auditrice qui branché sur Guardian 96.9 FM. Moi dis nous bonsoir, grosse salutation pour nous et pour moun tout qui pas gen radio, pas oublier nous ka aller sur guardiantalkradio.com pour nous live, pour nous stream live, nous stream live sur guardiantalkradio.com, excuse me. Ou nous ka aller nous tendre nous sur gen cable ou ka mettre channel cable sur 969 or BTC Flow channel 112. Okay, for those of us who don't have a radio, you can just go on your TV and put on channel 969 or BTC Flow channel 612, and definitely you will be able to listen to us live here. Or you can follow us at Facebook, Guardian Radio, Twitter at Guardian Radio 96, Instagram, Guardian Radio 969 for all the fresh news, smart talk all day. I miss you guys. I really did. It's actually my first show in a few weeks. I missed you. I don't know how you feel about me. I know I have a lot of person who didn't miss me, but nevertheless, that's life, you know. Let's move on from it. Et communauté haïtienne t'es bien changé nous pour moun qui toujours kon branché yo, et si nous connaît émission pas commencer à 6h encore, émission radio c'est à 6h30 pour 8h lié. So my show is not 6 o'clock anymore, it is 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. now. Ooh, I get to stay here longer with you guys. I am so excited, right? I know a lot of people don't like it, but you know, it is what it is. Such is life. Not everybody, you know, you're not gonna have everybody like you. That'll be a problem, right? So communauté haïtienne, moi bien content, c'est un plaisir pour me là avec nous. Moi ka souhaiter que nous même nous brancher sur émission et nous tous nous contents et pour sujet que n'a pas eu parler, pour petit temps n'a pas eu passé, etc. Moi même moi très content. I am excited, happy, as usual. So yes, we will be right back after this break.
Moun akaye moun la go dam mwenye. Mi vale wana men kai ben os ban kwa liberté. Moun pa de pelas ka o bas mwenye. Moun go man moun go yai mwenye. Moun vale se kala sus mwenye. Que ni dia tu dans la culture non ça vaut. Moun na saline te la fayal mwenye. Moun blessings ma melat mwenye. Moun chanoye moun bagade mwenye. Se me du non, tout du non de no. Haïtien mwenye maman. Haïtien mwenye papa. Haïtien sorti pour lui, ma belle mourir pour la vie. Haïtien mwenye maman. Haïtien mwenye papa. Haïtien sorti pour lui, ma belle mourir pour la vie.
Seyen et puis chita, s'il vous plaît. Y a prele pour radiographie. Tale. C'est ça qui fait relé Salton. Ou pas gen problème dans Fortress Diagnostic Center, Image at Grosvenor's, nous pas jamais faire plusieurs rendez-vous résultats. Ça veut dire entrée, sortie. Si test depuis stage montre écran, radiologue nous ka conduit alternatif test dépitage ça. Kounya la même. Ou bien, relez-nous dans 328 81 57 pour faire rendez-vous à Fortress Diagnostic Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien relez-nous dans 328 81 57 faire rendez-vous à Fortress Diagnostic Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien visiter location nous Kamakelod Chodia.
Do you know you can get your business cards designed and printed for as low as 18 cents a card? If it's a poster you want, you can pay as little as $6 a square foot. If your print needs are short or long run, digital printing, wide format, or print consultation, call the best. Call Print Masters. Print Masters' goal is to provide its clients with the highest level of personal, professional service at an affordable price. Our state-of-the-art technology also makes working together efficient and easy. Laminations, business cards, flyers, posters, window and floor decals are just a few of the digitized print services offered at Print Masters.
Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Some medical facilities pride themselves on offering multiple services. At Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, imaging is what we do. Same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. Whether you need an X-ray, mammogram, CAT scan, or ultrasound, we have a team of board-certified radiologists on staff, on site, each with their own area of expertise. Results are submitted to your doctor within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
Haïtien mwenye maman. Haïtien mwenye papa. Haïtien sorti pour lui, ma belle mourir pour la vie. Haïtien mwenye maman. Haïtien mwenye papa. Haïtien sorti pour lui, ma belle mourir pour la vie.
Welcome back to Guardian 96.9 FM with Fresh News, Smart Talk all day. I'm your host, Lady T. It is indeed a pleasure to be here with you guys after a few weeks. I couldn't be more happy to be here with you guys. Trust me, I've missed you so much. That's why I'm going to say it over and over again because it is true. I've actually missed my producer, Wally, who has been so good to me. I don't know what I would have done without him. Thank God for him, right? Everybody has somebody that has their back, and that is me. I do have somebody that have my back, which is my good producer. Thank you. And thank you so much to all my listeners. As I mentioned earlier, my show has changed from the time of 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. now until 8 p.m. So, yeah, God is so good. So, yep, that's what's going on. I did say my guest for this evening is no other than Smith Joseph. Smith Joseph is actually my old friend from Global. We used to do show there together. And so he is definitely my guest and my co-host for this evening. It's a pleasure to have him with me at The Guardian. We're going to show him how we do here at Guardian. Smith, good evening. It's a pleasure to have you. Communauté haïtienne, bonsoir. Ma petrodi, guest moi à nous, après-midi, guest moi c'est Smith Joseph, qui était old colleague moi, l'amté dans Global. 99.5 FM, c'est l'amté pour combien de temps avec Smith, nous t'a fait show, c'est lui même qui était producteur, lui même qui était connaît dans show, tout bagaille, Smith c'est même déjà qu'on frère lié pour moi, et c'est un monde qui fier de communauté haïtienne, qui remet communauté haïtienne en pile, ça c'est un bagaille, c'est ça qui fait toujours un respect pour lui, parce que j'ai un respect pour monde qui a bataille pour communauté haïtienne et qui remet nous comme communauté. Smith, good evening. Welcome to Guardian.
Good evening, Lady T. Hey, good evening, everyone who listen to this show. Let's talk together, right? Mm-hmm. It's a pleasure to be in the house with you, but I'm not a guest, actually, but I'll always be there with you sometime. But, you know, today it's a pleasure to be in the house, and it's a pleasure, too, to be in 96.9 FM, the best radio of the hour.
Oh, thank you, Smith. We really appreciate you.
So this afternoon, it's a pleasure to be there, and then we can discuss what is good and what is bad. No, we don't want the bad one. We want the good things, right? Oh, I know you like good stuff, so it's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you so much, Smith. You heard Smith. Smith is actually not a guest for real, but he's been missing for a while. That's probably why I'm saying he's a guest. He needs to come by more frequently, right? C'est ça que fait me doucer guest parce que m'pa ouais j'aime te connaître yo.
C'est vraiment ça.
So m'penser c'est guest oui, ben vraiment ou pas guest. Si j'en ai parlé pour après-midi, c'est parce que pas de jamais une chance pour me parler de cause méchanceté.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause méchanceté. Pas de chance pour me parler de lui because j'aime te dire pas de faire chaud pour presque 6 semaines là. Yo, so c'est jeudi à qui premier show, mais la fin dans premier show, jeudi à nous commencer à 6h30. So c'est ça que fait me porter Smith venir dans radio comme cause moi comme comprendre l'autre monde avec pour nous parler des situations que nous gagnons dans la communauté haïtienne qui est très grave et comment nous pas aimer la perdre monde par nous. Est-ce que vous comprenez? Et ça c'est un bagage qui pas belle et ça c'est un bagage tout qui étonné en pile monde. La perdu monde pauvre, a perdu amis pauvre, frère pauvre, cousin pauvre, and so it's not a good thing. So we want to speak about those 60 migrants that lost at sea. I think from the Bahamas, they were going to Florida. This was from July 4th, and they had said it was. They were headed to Fort Pierce on July 4th when the boat crew reported an engine trouble around 11 p.m. that the officials said, and when they reached out, and nobody has ever heard anything from them since. I know I was following the media and the police officials here, RBDF, and so on and so forth, where they said that it was a boat missing at sea. And I don't think they didn't recover anyone at all.
Yeah, they
never found the boat, never find the bodies. Nobody were found. So we want to encourage persons. I'm going to say this in English and then I'm going to translate it in Creole. That, you know, when you're doing those things, they are very dangerous. Those voyages, they're very dangerous. And we know that you are seeking for a better life.
Yeah.
And we know things are tough because, you know, sometimes your parents had to do the same thing. And thank God that they made it, you know, to come here. And that is why a lot of times we kind of feel it because we experience it.
Yeah,
we know what you're going through. So when you're planning on doing something like that, and especially if you are here legally if you have your work permit. I don't think it should be any reason. And then the good thing about it too, when you have your work permit, you can go to the American embassy and apply.
Yeah, apply for the visa.
Apply for a visa. It's always other ways
And
to
it's
do
a
it.
simple questions they ask when
Yes.
you ask them the manner, and then it's easy to issue
Very
it because
easy.
the visa costs like $100-something, right?
Right.
And you're gonna pay like as far as I hear, they pay like $6,000 or $5,000 to mess up your life.
Yeah,
And
six,
so
7,000.
It's
So
very
it's better
sad.
to try it first. Go and apply for your visa at the American embassy first and see, and I'm not gonna say if you get rejected, go. No, try again.
I
With God,
encourage
all things
everybody
well.
go apply for the
Yes.
visa. Go to the American embassy, apply for the visa, so you could travel free and then simple.
You wouldn't have no
headache.
problem, no headache. And then too, you have a lot of persons that are stealing their monies, persons who don't own the boat, saying they are the owner of these boats, and all of that is included too. Sometimes they have their families that live abroad, again, in the States, and they send money for them to go on these voyages because they thinking it's safe. They thinking, hey, this is a short thing. But in life, we take the risk that we take for a better life. It's unbelievable. And nothing is sure. Only God is sure in life. Remember that God is the only assurance that we have in life.
Yeah, only insurance. yeah,
So we
right.
have to remember to try to be careful and remember to cherish our lives better. I know, I'm going to say it again, I know it's tough, but we must, because Misha Stay was indeed a well-known Haitian artist who impacted a lot of lives and who had a very, very, very good future ahead of him. He was loved by many. When he put if you were to go on his go on YouTube and you watch his videos, they have millions of views. When he posts a video, it has millions of views. So he was somebody that loved his country and loved his people, and like I said, talented, and to the loss. I'm not just going to talk about him only because he wasn't the only person that lost their lives.
yeah,
You had
not-
a lot of other families now that are suffering. Some that lost their brothers, their sisters, and I can imagine. I've heard that even kids were on that.
Oh yeah, we have kids with like 6 months. They have twins actually.
My
Based on
God.
that too, because I have one friend I talked to him, and he said you have a sister on it with the two twins. It's very sad. The
My
little
God.
baby, yeah, it's very sad. And you have young baby too being in there. It's still now nobody know exactly
Nobody
how
knows
many people
how many
was
people
inside
was
the
on
boat.
that boat. Nobody knows what happened because they didn't find the boat.
They don't find the
no
captain.
bodies,
They
no
don't find
captain,
nobody's. Yeah.
Nothing. So it's a mystery.
That's why we say, and when I was talk about it on my show, I telling people, the boat disappear. When something disappears, so you can't say, well, they die. We still can't say they die yet because we don't have a quote, we don't have no report where they find a body or they find a boat. We still say they missing. We have a missing boat with the people on it, but we can't actually say they die because we don't have the body. You understand?
Well, that is true. We don't have
That's true.
we don't have no proof.
Yeah, we don't have no quote.
We
so
don't have no proof, which is true.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
listen, from the
July,
4th of July to now.
in the
it
middle
was-
of the seas
Yeah.
with engine troubles.
Yeah,
They were reported at the U.S. Coast Guard.
Yeah.
Said they called them at 11 p.m. that night
Yeah,
and
that
said
night.
that they were having engine troubles, and when they attempted to help, and they didn't hear anything
yeah,
from
could be.
them anymore. They lost contact, and so only God knows what happened at the sea. So
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
very
it's
sad.
lost at sea. That's all I could say. Lost at sea.
Like it's something we need to talk. I mean, to let our people know exactly is what is what, because here the first time that happened.
No.
That happened for a period of time. This
Mm-hmm.
always happen here. We have to stop it. You understand? Because I mean, come on, man, young baby, young child.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you remember like couple
And
months.
you
one
know
was
what?
missing
A lot of people looking for children and they can't find any kids.
No.
And the thing about it, you should when they doing these things, they should actually think a little smarter, because you might don't want the child, but you might have a family member that want to keep the child for
Right.
you. So I advise them again, when you're going on these voyages, do not care the kids. The kids knows nothing of what you're going to do.
No.
And they are losing their lives senselessly. They are born here. They can wait at the age of 18 and apply for their passport. So they don't have a problem. Why are you taking them to lose their lives? Because you want to risk your answer. The child must go with you. To do, I'm advising you to just go and try set up a better life for the child. If you reach safe by God's grace, if you reach, I don't know what's gonna happen. And then send for your child.
Yeah, but we're gonna say that in Creole too for the people them to hear it. So people them, because is how I look at it, right? You want to make a better life for your child, but not the way you're choosing to it.
No,
If
no,
you think
not
you
the
make
way.
better, why you carry the child with you?
That's what I'm saying.
You
Do
understand?
not carry the child. I'm sure you have some kind of family member here that somebody that can keep the
Yeah,
child.
someone can keep the child. with
Okay,
you.
the child is social service. I'm sure somebody would want to adopt the child. Instead of causing the child to lose their lives like that. That's not good. That's not right. So we need to really, really sit back and think about some of the things that we're doing, endangering these children's lives and killing them, I would say.
Yeah,
Killing them
definitely.
every
You
day.
kill
They,
them every day.
every time. It's and then also we have to start being a little smart. Like I said, for example, if somebody were to come to you, or you were to go to the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it like that, and they said it's going to be $7,000
Mm-hmm.
for you to go on a boat. And I'm sure when you reach on that boat, you see the boat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come off. I'm gonna get off that boat.
Yeah.
If I see that boat is not what I expected it to be, I'm definitely getting off of that boat. I'm gonna say thank you so much. You can keep the money, but I'm getting off. I changed my mind.
yeah, you can say that, but what happened, the captain or whatever who do those things, so they will say,
No, they
"Man, I
can
have
keep
a
the money.
big
I'm
boat
gonna
with-"
tell them they could keep the money because I'm not gonna go. When I see that boat, I'm definitely not gonna risk my life for $7,000-8,000. It costs more than that.
costs
Life
more
is precious. No amount of money can afford that.
But no, I meant to me, all you need to be like traveling. Right? If you're here in this country, here in the Bahamas, you're legal, and I know they have some people who have a status here in the Bahamas who have a work permit.
Yes.
You have people who have residency. What else you need? Because living in the United States here in the Bahamas is totally different. You understand? You could make life better here in the Bahamas than anywhere in the world.
That's right.
You understand? So I want to know what you're fighting for to go in the United States. People who live in the United States fighting right now.
Ain't that something?
Okay? But now you won't fight. That's mean like if you do not go in the United States, you ain't nobody. That's what I'm telling people. If I want to be living in the United States from 2000, I've been living. Right now, it'll be 24 years I've been living in the United States. I choosing not to. So I come in here in the Bahamas. It's better here.
Right,
Okay?
right.
So I'm invited. That's why I tell people who watching the show, who are the Facebook and stuff like that, I invite all of them to come to Bahamas, to come visit the Bahamas. It's the way you get the best conch salad.
Right.
It's where you have the best healthy food. So what else you looking, you don't have there, you want to go United States for the fashion life, and then what?
Some people feel like if they don't go to the States, they ain't living.
Yeah, that's why I invite everybody. You want a visa, go to the American Embassy, apply for it online, then
And
you get issued.
not even that.
Yes,
They
yeah.
could not even that. They could contact
Yeah.
Flipside.
Yeah,
Ruby
Flipside,
Georges.
Ruby Georges, yeah.
Flipside, which is right on Robinson Road. You cannot forget it. You cannot miss it. Excuse me. It's right opposite Popeyes.
Popeyes, yeah. that's in
Yeah,
Gary
right
Plaza,
there,
yeah.
Gary's Plaza. That's right, opposite Popeyes. And go to Ruby Georges. Go there. Let him know Lady T sent you, and that you
And-
want to
and-
apply for your American visa,
Yeah.
and he will be greatly.
So
He will be happy to assist you
yeah. So
and apply there,
I
and you won't
I
have
encourage
any problem.
everyone, go apply for a visa.
Once you
So
have a work
once you
permit,
have the work
it's
permit,
not
you
a
go on
problem.
there. It's not complicated. You just go on there because last time the American Embassy then been here on the
Yes,
show and they said the right way with how to apply for the
Yes,
visa.
yes.
Do not lie and do not say, those things. You could go watch a live, you could hear them. You understand? But I don't know why. Please do not waste your life to go on the boat, first thing, you have 3 choice or 3 chance, like you're saying, but you know 3 chance.
It's only
Only
one.
one it is.
It's only
Because
one chance.
When
not
you pay
3,
your
not
money,
2.
yeah, when you pay 3 or whatever
Life
money
what?
you pay in, so you have a first chance you not made it. Secondly, you might get catched. And maybe 3rd chance, so you might go with. So that's the problem there. But always make sure it's something you do illegal is not going to be right for you. I'm not encourage people to do those things. Please go to the American Embassy, apply for a visa. You could go on like on Luby, flip side.
Go to
And
flip side.
you have a lot of people too who do in here. So and then apply for a visa, which costs like $100-something. So
You have your work permit.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a problem.
no, it should be a problem. You
Shouldn't
have
be a problem. Once you are here, legally, that's how you ought to be here.
Right.
Legally. Once you are here, you ought to be legally here.
So, vous connaissez à pile monde qui parle créole. Il y a
Ok.
pile monde captant de nous là-dedans.
Yeah, ma
Et
paye,
faut de nous
just
font
vle
parler
pou mbay
sous ça
e
en
communauté
créole. Yeah.
pa me on ti ide de
Yeah,
ki
yeah.
te sujet na parler après-midi et communauté haïtien. Bonsoir, un grand plaisir pour nous là avec nous encore. Nous getan connaît guest après-midi et qui frère Pam, c'est lui même qui là dans radio avec qui c'est Smith Joseph, côté n'a parlé des voyages qui étaient faits avec méchanceté. 4 juillet, pas de gain chance pour me te parler des voyages ça parce que vraiment pas de faire émission pour combien dimanche, me te pas dans radio pour presque 6 semaines.
Oui, oui.
Et ça veut dire ça a été fait dans 4 juillet.
4 juillet.
4 juillet c'est le ça.
Entre 3 pour 4 juillet.
Yeah, 4 juillet c'est report ça me côté US Coast Guard là te dit yo te tande yo te relé yo bozon 11h du soir yo te tande yo te relé yo et yo te dit yo te gen problème avec Indiana yo et là yo même tout y a bat pour yo relé yo parce yo pas joindre crasse réponse nan men yo et actuellement pour jeudi et gouvernement Bahamas police Defense Force, tout le monde a parlé de ça, mais qu'on n'a pas attendant rien de sujet ça encore. Ça veut dire ça y a des gens qui perdent dans la mer.
Oui.
Yo pas joindre rien, pas qu'à seul parler de méchanceté me dire encore sur un monde qui était tel vraiment qui était un pile talent.
En pile talent.
En pile talent et qui te remet communauté, qui te remet haïtien en pile qui te fier de ça lié et me crois tout le monde te parler plus de lui parce que c'est lui même en pile monde te plus connaît mais tout si nous parler de l'autre monde qui gen moun ayo qui perdi gen moun qui gen frère qui gen sœur qui gen maman qui gen papa qui perdi dans bâtiment ça yo pas jamais joindre yo pas jamais tendre rien de yo gen ti moun yo dit men gon femme grosse même pas vrai et ça triste là n'a tande en qualité bagay comme ça il triste et me connaître mais aller aux États-Unis mais moi même gen moun le aller yo rete yo remen tout moun gen côté yo remen moi li m'aller me visiter me venir back c'est pas un côté me ta remen pour me rete m'pa ka dire j'ai choix pas m'ka dire c'est pas ça me vle bon Dieu ka gen l'autre choix pour moi c'est là li ka vle puis voyez est-ce que vous comprenez mais c'est pas vle dire aux États-Unis son ko bagay soit aller ou pas aller it's fine. But gen moun Smith qui fait ça en gros bagay.
Quelqu'un qui prend la pile bagay.
Yo point pour pile bagay. Aux États-Unis c'est le même qui tout bagay pour yo.
Si tout pour jeune nous yo pense si yo pas moun.
La fini quoi c'est réseaux sociaux. Tout moun yo qui dans réseaux sociaux.
Oui, dans réseaux sociaux. Yeah.
La fini l'autre monde c'est même tout qui te ka kondi méchanceté tout pour aller dans bâtiment you know because les where il te ka moun a parler de ça en pile. Jean moun dit yo pas voyager pas aux États-Unis ou pas artiste. Non. C'est pas vrai. Ou ka artiste dans pays ou. Est-ce que vous comprenez? Les arriver pour aller ou aller. Et prier bon Dieu, on les quand même ou à parler ou à bien visa. Et n'a encourager tout haïtien net à la one, d'abord.
À la one bade.
À la one bade. À la one bade, s'il vous plaît. Si ou gen papier, on va jamais connaître ça qu'a fait pour bon comment tête moi là notre jour. Tout le monde gen chance, tout le monde gen chance comment tête moi notre jour calé. L'appliquer pour visa, ni li mari yo jeune visa.
OK.
pour 5 ans, il gagne papier.
OK.
Et pas même résidence.
C'est pas même résidence pour 5 ans, pas même pour une année même, les jeunes pour 5 ans.
Là, les moi même qui te mène dans l'ambassade là,
OK.
là les pour 5 ans, ils jeune résidence li pour 5 ans.
Non, les jeunes visa,
excusez-moi, jeune visa
pour 5 ans.
Pour 5 ans et pas même moi même qui te mène dans l'ambassade là.
Allez, premier visa.
Premier visa.
OK.
Premier visa, mais c'est un jeune pour 5 ans. Ça veut dire mon yo encourager.
Nous encourager tout le monde à aller à l'ambassade américaine, à faire une application et puis pour prendre chance. C'est un coup bon pour mon cap jouer ball tu sais ce que me dit ça parce que son chance. Son boulot je va continuer la sortie.
Va continuer la sortie, c'est même bagaille.
C'est un bagaille ou aller là et puis automatiquement arriver. Parfois c'est ou même qui cause couler. Il y a des questions au pose ou t'as 60 secondes ou regarde dans l'air ou ceci ou c'est là.
On seul bagaille ou need pour just be honest.
Yeah, be honest to the officer.
Ou pas gain rien pour bailler mentir pour rien. C'est des un visa ou venir a demander côté.
Y a demandé côté.
L'obité guest moi nous t'a parlé de ça, il t'a dit ça pour me dire quand pile monde vraiment vrai qui pas jeune visa c'est menti, c'est eux même qui cause pas jeune visa. L'arrivée ou pas bailler grâce menti. Demande de question côté ou prêter. Chercher information ça côté ou prêter.
Gem que c'est dans hôtel y a prêter. Par exemple, ou tu peux aller dans hôtel ou pour arrêter dans hôtel aux États-Unis. Combien parce que office a posé question ça.
Yeah.
How much money you carry with you?
Okay,
c'est pour
$2,000. Oui, c'est ça.
You're gone for 10 days.
Il pas compte.
Ah, come on. so ça aussi là, on voit pas vérité.
Non, ça va avec ça. Ouais, c'est mon ça même qui a considéré ça.
Oui, qui a considéré tout bas
quand même. Aller dans pays moun pour 10 jours.
Pour 10 jours,
on va rester dans hôtel à $2,000. Come on, $2,000 ça dépend dans qui hôtel ou ça c'est pour 3 jours 4 jours.
Et puis yo
fini et pour manger tout. Pour manger,
pour prendre Uber, pour prendre taxi, pour
là déjà taxi, come on.
So by vérité, OK, dit que ou gen famille, ou famille locale avec
si yo te demande ça aller si te moi même qui te yo, m't'a dit m'a parler pour 5 jours, m'a parler avec $3,000.
Yes, exact. OK.
$3,000 pour 5 jours.
Et puis encore, yo dit c'est shopping, yo pas shopping.
Pour me payer pour hôtel. OK. Ou shopping. Ou pas le hôtel. Ou après tirer $1,000, ou bien pour retirer $1,000 là-dedans.
OK.
Pour hôtel là.
Pour hôtel là.
Ou pas il faut petit shopping, voir l'autre $1,000 pour petit shopping là. Est-ce que vous comprenez? $3,000 compte. Ou petit Uber whatever.
Oui, ou pas Uber pour aller avec c'est ça n'a dit mon yo. Pas bail menti, bail vérité.
C'est pour nous réfléchir les n'abdi ça n'abdi parce que c'est nous même qui a coste tête en pour nous couler parce que pas tout le monde qui gagne même chance gagne monde qui dit oh pas dit ça m'ta ambassade là et pas ça yo dit pas ça yo faut là et pas comme ça y a fait on l'autre monde là ambassade là tout le monde gagne chance pas yo OK ou ka dit pas dit ça pas l'effni pas attendre casse monde les a parler because en pile monde ça yo abdou a bonne nouvelle y a bonne nouvelle ça décompte de ça qui arrivé yo
oui
mais yo même ka gagne différent qu'est-ce avant
oui non pas
est-ce que vous comprenez parce que pas jamais de toute bagaille OK pour exemple on gagne un cousin right ma baie vérité on gagne un cousin qui t'a des visa mais il était arrêté dans aéroport dans Bahamas parce que il t'a parlé à Haïti avec plus que $10,000 OK il t'a gagné plus que $10,000 dans main et autre journée dans aéroport ici dans Bahamas il t'a arrêté c'est pour nous connaître tout système connecté. Tout système là sur Bahamas avec aux États-Unis sont seule information so si vous allez ou même là pour moun gen moun yo te ka kembe qui te fait un bagay tout ici les arrivé dans ID visa dans sous ambassade là et Abdullah oh yo pas jamais kembe non ambassade là même ambassade là même regarde la demande OK est-ce que yo jam kembo pour crime est-ce que police jam te demande question ou même moi dit non parce que vous voulez pour joindre visa ou dit non ou tu fais tête
oui
pas fait ça l'autre dit non c'est menti because lui même cap mando ça la mando là c'est le garder le système non
la garder dans système
computer là ouvert la garder il ouais OK tête tellement pour OK 4 juillet police officielle nationale s'est arrêté tête dans n'importe là parce qu'il était porté plus que $10,000 par exemple oui ou Smith Joseph te fait un
bagage et tel bagage parce que automatiquement non mon pas l'oué et consul là ou bien campé pour n'a cap visa à poser question ou toujours elle a poser question la garder ordinateur c'est dit que toute question parce que l'on fait application l'on veut y aller yo prend nombre de temps pour yo background check. Y a checké pour qui moun qui Smith Joseph là ou bien qui moun qui tête liant pour y a puis checker de là et puis yo préparer question pour venir poser.
Yes.
Là si yo t'arrête déjà ou mettez là dedans est-ce que t'arrête déjà? Non, on peut pas jamais arrêter. Il get dans le système Jean que ça dit
It's
là.
in the system.
So vérité a by vérité a. L'autre bagage encore les moun yo pral des visas yo pas confortable bien. So ou do vin Bahamas. Là le demander moun how long you been in Bahamas? Ou pas ka di.
Combien de temps t'es là?
Combien de temps t'es là? Combien de temps nous gagne? How many children you have? Ou pas ka valer ou bien so ça yo faut que ça c'est question. C'est menti ou bail. So ça
Ou
faut
pas
parler.
Yo connaît toute information de ou. Tout
Par
changer
exemple
ça.
encore ou marié ou do pas marié. Ben par exemple dans so ça yo bail vérité.
Because j'aime abdou encore parce que c'est l'autre monde y attendait. L'autre monde qui
attendait.
taille des visas qui pas joindre.
Oui,
Gen l'autre monde qui taille des visas qui pas joindre. Qui pas joindre visa, right? Quand y a ou même les des visas, y a dit oh, pas dit ça non, si yo mando ça pas dit non. L'autre monde ça pour qui ça pense pas joindre visa. Ou pas écouter? Parce que c'est menti te bail, c'est ça que pas joindre. Ou pas écouter un monde qui pas joindre visa.
Non,
le
pas
fini
écouter
tout,
moun
un monde tout qui joindre visa tout, il ka joindre sous chance, il te ka bail on 2-3 menti tout. Mais ou même dans
C'est ça, m'dou
réalité,
bagay la son chance
aller di moun yo bay moun yo vérité parce que c'est pas gros question à bay mando. Si question à bay mando est-ce que marié? Combien
Oui.
petit tout?
Combien petit
Kodo
tout?
travail?
Kodo travail.
Combien de temps ou t'es nasso? C'est petite question ça à bay mando.
Seulement petite question
C'est pas
ça.
gros
Pas de
question
question.
encore. Après ça bay dire OK, est-ce qu'on gagne moun aux États-Unis?
Ok.
Moun yo même dit non, yo pas casse moun.
Exact. Et yo get connaît majorité
Bon,
haïtien qui là ou gon famille aux États-Unis.
Every Haitian here has a
Has a
relative
family
in the
in the state. In
Come
US.
on, in the US. Everyone.
When
You might
ask them-
don't have a close relative, but you
Trust me,
have
you have-
somebody
you
there
have
that
someone.
you know.
You
may
have
have a
someone.
friend, you have somebody that you have a family there. Come on. Tout Haïtien qui vivent naso qui ont famille.
Even here in the Bahamas now, the Haitian come and they can find one their family.
I swear,
Trust me.
I'm telling you.
When you ask them,
Ou
no, I
pas
have no
pas
family.
moun,
No.
ou pas
proche,
laver
yeah.
souvent, ou du gon tonton, OK, m'gon tonton
tonton,
aux États-Unis,
gon
m'pa
cousine.
pas laver comme ça, m'pa ouais longtemps, c'est vraiment maman ou quand ou comprendre ou connaît comment moun aux États-Unis, gen nan yo aux États-Unis, yo prend pause yo pas
Oui,
connaît
yo
moun
pas
encore.
pas kon famille encore. C'est
Yo
ça
pas
que
kon
tu-
famille encore, la fini. Moun aux États-Unis gen nan yo qui vraiment etc.
Ah, nous parlez-vous mon yo ba nous contre prochain ba live là. Et pas bien.
Genan yo, c'est pas tout.
Genan yo, c'est pas
Genan yo
bâti.
qui prend pause, en pile. So, Genan yo qui prend pause pour aux États-Unis, OK? C'est pas gagné, tout le monde
So-
travaille dit aux
Tout
États-Unis.
le monde et puis tout aux États-Unis pas gain temps tout. Bon tout ça.
Yo pas gain temps.
Sincèrement, l'aime du partenaire, on monde qui fait $250 Bahamas. Il ka fait plus économique que monde qui fait $1000 aux États-Unis. Bill machine n'a paye chaque mois aux États-Unis. Bill téléphone dans chaque mois. Et tout ça
Et assurance tout.
assurance encore tout ça ça veut dire que moun nan besoin vivre un life pour le nan belle caille et puis bon aux États-Unis tout ça acheter crédit oui crédit net acheter pas pour ça que fait là où moi arrivé tête moun yo chaud
Tête
c'est simplement le mois de février là où un contact que moun aux États-Unis ont janvier
Yeah.
et m'crois moun aux États-Unis c'est presque le dans mois de février y aurait une famille dans pays d'Haïti parce que yo pas gagné le vrai.
On seul bagay m'ka dou qui bon pour aux États-Unis avec ici, c'est parce que yo bon plus respect aux
Oui,
États-Unis.
oui, ça ligne, yeah.
Plus freedom.
Yeah, gan pile freedom
Est-ce que vous
là-dedans.
comprenez ça, mais plus opportunité tout.
Parce que au cas l'école, au cas l'école aux États-Unis,
ou travail,
au cas vinn devenir n'importe où aux
n'importe
États-Unis.
bagaille aux États-Unis.
Ouais, n'importe bagaille, c'est
C'est
ça.
ça li
Ça
gagne
avantage
qui
ça
vraiment
gagne
vraiment
là-dedans.
vraiment bon là-dedans. M'a dit bagaille l'argent y a mais l'arrivée c'est esclave ou pas travailler des trois
Oui,
jobs.
faut faire des trois
parce
jobs
que
pour
ou
payer
gagne pile bill, le fini tout, on connaît moun aux États-Unis ou pas arrêter kayo trop longtemps. T'as mando qui l'a payé bill là
Qui l'a payé, oui.
because moun yo gagne bill vrai pour yo payer ou pas shit. On connaît on passe l'arrivée c'est chita ou pas chita. Oh ma tante moi kay ma tante moi pas chita ça c'est maman. Il pas gagne problème OK then. Faites des 3 mois kay vous ça qu'a prêté. Ça qu'a fait.
Oui. Et ouais, c'est ça mon yo. Pour nous quand ba live la cap garder nos show à écouter là c'est show et Let's Talk Together avec animatrice nous Lady T que nous t'a regardé tout à l'heure. Et c'est un show là pour éduquer communauté la population c'est ça que nous là pour nous faire ou elle toujours marcher dans y a dit parle avec nous bon nous pourquoi parler de ça nous connaissons pas parler de ça et qui ça nous t'a parlé là c'est incident passé les 3 arrivé 4 juillet 2024 là côté nous apprendre nous connaît nous t'ai un bâtiment ça t'ai un artiste méchanceté là-dedans ça veut dire ça c'est dernier n'a parlé sur ça
oui.
parce que ça lui même li close côté que nous connaît bout ça t'ai fait au foyer moun sa yo perdu ça veut dire yo disparu ou pas ka di moun nan mouri en cas journalistique là m'pas trouver quoi et même que en cas journaliste ou on moun ate al mouri ou pas ka di moun nan mouri ou abdou on corps ate
yeah mais yo pas jamais identifié
ou pas ka di que moun nan mouri parce que ou pas docteur ba so ça veut dire moun sa yo toujours disparu ça veut dire nous pourquoi ka di jusqu'à maintenant mais Coast Guard américain à partir de 11h du soir yo te joindre te gen pas ka joindre contact avec yo dans l'air que te relé et c'est dit que qu'on y a là nous tout toujours en paix ça qui mal là c'est parce que bâtiment ça te gan pile petit bébé et en pile bébé là-dedans parce que gen une dame qui gen bon femme net proche qui gen des petits jumelles là-dedans qui pas pourquoi même marcher te gen une femme enceinte là-dedans tout so ça yo n'a dû ou même qu'à vivre ici dans la soba à l'autre côté et m'a encouragé pas le risque la vie ou pas prendre chance aller ambassade là al faire une application visa tout monde gen chance ou ka ouais à grain $150 et pour ou même calne dans American Airlines ou al visite aux États-Unis sans problème parce que l'on paye l'argent ça c'est bon trois chances li bam qui chance là l'on prend bâtiment si bâtiment couler requin a pas jour oui c'est ça nous va dire ça bâtiment coule on mettre qu'on nager Jean la mais ça et là pas sauver là OK on pas sauver et puis bout là pas
no, they don't have life vest
so tout ça encore faut de nous contrôler OK deuxièmement encore ou gain chance pour yo Kimbo ou gain 19 chances pour bâtiment pour Coast Guard américain Kimbo ou gain 1% sauvé. So là, qui ça? So n'a pas encouragé ou même qui gagne plan pour aller aux États-Unis, sous pas aux États-Unis ou pas monde parce que nous prenons aux États-Unis pour paradis. C'est pour pas depuis aux États-Unis c'est n'a paradis.
Pour pas passer aux États-Unis voilà
dedans. Encouragé aller dans right way parce que chaque combien mois nous pas capable perdre et communauté moun yo comme ça jeune ti moun gen ti moun qui fait ici non en plus jeune ti HMB mais qui moun na yo a encourager pas encourager c'est avenir on perdu si doit chercher better life moi on parle font vie meilleure pour moi pour qu'ils soit prendre comme ti moun na la veille
s'il vous plaît moun yo si nous même n'a comme voyage nous sel nous aller nous sel nous
oui
si nous pas gen famille ici pour kembe ti moun yo gen pile moun qui pas ka fait ti moun y a pas adopter ti moun yo voit la gen ti moun dans social service by government li
so c'est ça
qui devenu un bagay puis tout temps qu'il aller pour nous tuer ti moun nan
oui ça li pas médecin
là ça pas bel bagay même il pas bel bagay en pile nan nous trop nan nous a mourir trop nan famille a gen de l'eau nan yeux trop communauté haïtien a gen de l'eau nan yeux il pas fait sens pour na payer $7,000 $8,000 ça dépend pour na perdre la vie nous comme ça il pas fait sens la fini bagay m'pa mais avec haïtien là ouais a parler dans bâtiment ça yo pas jamais dit classe monde même
non pas jamais dit
ça c'est un bagay qui pas bon OK nous gain pour nous stop défaut ça sont mauvais défaut nous gain il pas bon même yo penser là qu'on est ou pas dit
ou pas privé
so well ou ba un monde ou gain un monde ou dit la veille OK monde ça tellement ou doué dans la vie ça doué jeune monde qui ou confier là-dedans
ou confier faut qu'on monde trust have to have someone you trust.
Yes, there has to be somebody that you trust. Akuka confine na moun sa pour dire hey Smith gen tellement yeah mais moun sa qui te relem m'a pas payer $7,000 m'pa plano ou ka pas dire nan ki jour a parler
oui
mais dans semaine ça yo k'ap venir on nan mois ça yo k'ap venir m'pa plano m'paye moun sa mais toute information m'paye moun sa $7,000 mais non moun nan mais information moun nan m'pa pla sous gon problème là automatiquement moun n'a dit OK den il ka aller côté police là il dit OK serum n'a ta parler avec moun ça mais moun ça était bay $4,000 il était bay $7,000 m'pa ouais il te dit comme ça dans semaine ça OK pas dit exactement qui joue mais il te dit dans semaine ça si m'pa ouais la font ti voyage est-ce que vous comprenez si gon problème automatiquement ma côté moun ça pour moi côté l'argent
oui
Because ou ka imagine ou ap kriye, lef nou pa gen kop. Pour ça c'est un exemple côté ou pas joindre koyo.
Non,
yo pas joindre bâtiment.
Yo pas
Bâtiment
joindre
ça m'ka
bâtiment,
di perdi dans la mer.
Oui, perdi dans la mer. Toujours nous cap
Toujours
kembe continue langue anglais dit keep your finger crossed,
Yeah,
t'as toujours
still
prié
missing,
que
still missing at
peut-être
sea.
yo te ka non zile
non
non
l'autre
côté
pays, si
non
était
l'autre
non
pays.
zile m'ko yo tap gen
Yo tap
sanjen.
gen
Si
tan
te
passé.
naso yo tap gen sanjen
Yo tap gen tan
Et
sanjen.
tout si m'ko yo te tombe dans l'autre pays, yo tap gen sanjen. Yo m'ko l'autre pays a tap gen tan excusez-moi contacter naso Bahamas on dit yo joindre yo parce que yo dit c'est dans Fort Pierce yo t'a parlé aux États-Unis. So Smith, yo di gon lan mer. Avant m'rive sur ça. Yeah, so il important pour nous même nous gen un monde que nous communiquer avec. Nous gen confiance là-dedans pour dire hey mais ça rive mais tellement nie. Parce que là nous fait bagay ça pas bon parce que tout si t'es OK pour exemple si yo te joine bâtiment yo te joine commune ça ou ka imagine famille ça côté yo t'a joine l'argent pour yo enterrer
Ou changer 2000
ah
ou changer et laisse ça les m'a entrer dans conteneur pour m'a retirer cadavre changer me fait 3 semaines malade c'est tellement et me fait combien ou ça veut dire pour moun ça yo qui mourir yeah dans mok ça n'a retirer moun c'est des jeunes garçons demoiselles pour qui gens leur tomber dans la mer frapper au roche c'est pas bail pour ta ouais et puis les m'a dézipper bagay yo pour m'a garder moun ça yo vraiment ça te fait triste me levé 24 cadavres dans conteneur yo météo ça veut dire depuis laisse ça n'a pas
courage la fini la côté zima m'pas ka kembe de l'eau
ça ou pas de camper c'est ça
m'pas ka kembe de l'eau dans j'aime because pour un bagay comme ça c'est pas bagay
jeune petit garçon jeune petit monde pour vraiment moun yo mourir ça te fait triste mais ou pas regarder qu'on est à moun yo toujours
ça qui mal là ça me veut dire moun yo te mourir la fini pour famille à chercher l'argent comme enterrer moun
chercher l'argent yo fin pour l'argent yo dépenser pour yo aller dans voyage là yo fin yo mourir encore pour moun famille de encore al prendre l'argent pour aller
dans voyage ça si ou te bay moun nan ou te bay l'argent bâtiment coulé vrai même quoi moun ça qui gagne l'argent at least policier te ka bay pression et ta contacter ou te ka joindre même 3-4 000 ou même tout te ka bat pour contacter bat pour joindre 3-4 000 là il te ka bon bagay parce qu'il capable pour parler sous lui
oui
il te ka bon bagay quand même pour crier lef nous pas gain l'argent pour enterrer moun ça yo ça c'est un bagay qui vraiment grave so nous même comme communauté nous need pour nous réfléchir des décisions à faire j'aime ça dit si moi même paye $7,000 même si me paye $8,000 pour my non voyage l'aime rive dans bâtiment c'est pas ça me penser était m'a changer l'idée m'a dit capitaine ou mettre kembe comme là mais m'a descendre
oui non ou même cap dit ça mais d'après information depuis dans journée gen moun qui te commencé relé par yo vinn chercher oui dans intervalle 6h46 le 3-4 juillet bâtiment pas pour décrocher gen moun k'ap di parce qu'il gen petit lik mouri dans bon disparu dans bout là excusez-nous petit la relé dit pour venir chercher pendant monsieur a vinn chercher petit là monsieur yo la code là ça dit que gen m'k'ap di gen genre de négligence là-dedans et monsieur yo tout qui te capitaine qui tape mené bout là qu'on négligence nan yo depuis même quand yo dérapé oui c'est ba vérité m'abdou là même quand yo dérapé passé depuis dans 9h du soir yo te doit quitter yo dérapé bout là depuis bout mer même depuis pour qu'on la bout là te gen problème engine là yo connaît ça
qui bagay
et vraiment tout et l'état américain
ou pas fait mentir gen moun te contacter aba comme pas parler non moun nan
oui te contacter
moun nan information moi vous connais moi même gen des bagay pas di sur radio
non pas di sur radio
les moun nan di on bagay il gen confiance dans oui
il y a don bagay fort
gon zami qui abako toute la vie a net il compte tout ça qui passe abako et me te relé mandé me dit tellement il me bâtiment ça ka fait abako même il dit il dit comme ça bâtiment ça son bâtiment qui là pour 2 ans Il dit bâtiment chita là pour 2 ans et pas un bâtiment qui jamais déplacé même.
OK.
Il dit bâtiment chita là, il
ça
dit
veut
pas
dire-
qu'on est, il dit son blanc qui te met bâtiment.
OK.
Il dit comme ça qu'on est haïtien, mais il prend voyage là, faut dire c'est blanc qui t'a fait voyage là, mais c'est pas blanc qui t'a fait voyage là.
Yo toujours prend un password ça pour yo de son blanc
Yeah,
capable mener.
c'est ça il dit.
Ouais.
Mais moun nan dit comme ça c'est comme ça moun yo. Je moun yo pense c'est un blanc qui t'a fait voyage là, mais c'est un bâtiment qui était là. Il dit ouais bâtiment, il dit plusieurs fois il connaît bâtiment bien connaît. Il dit comme ça là ouais moun yo même là fait voyage avec bâtiment ça il étonné. Il saisit il dit oh bon il dit plutôt moun yo te prend l'argent, yo ranger bâtiment en vent, après ça yo mené moun yo. Mais quand on ka tuer famille moun comme ça, quand on ka tuer moun comme ça, moun ça yo les murders.
Yeah. But the
C'est tuer moun yo.
good news about it, but moun nan qui te fait ranger tout bayou, l'État américain est arrêté.
Oh yeah.
Il a arrêté monsieur.
M'ta
Wilson.
souhaité c'est
Yeah,
aussi
m'te
ça.
Oui, c'est ça. Arrêté, m'te ba l'information en dimanche passé, il a arrêté monsieur.
Because
Il
ou
y a
pas
pas- Parce que monsieur allé
connaît-
Boston, monsieur te gen ta pour
Oh my God,
avion
moun sa
aller
ou pas
Boston,
gen
il a
ken.
arrêté monsieur.
Est-ce qu'on ka imagine ou connaît vieux bâtiment pas bon? Ou connaît son vieux bâtiment qui chita là pour combien de temps? Pour que ça pour prendre cob dans mes moun? Hein? Cob dans mes moun? Mes amis, gen moun qui pas gen ken bon Dieu.
Oui, ça ouais,
Pour
ça
prendre
vraiment.
cob dans mes moun pour mener moun yo, ou connaît moun yo pas privé, ou connaît c'est try tuer moun yo. C'est try tuer yo. Ça pas faire sens, ça veut dire moun ça pas gen conscience même. Même nan jou a t'a pas mené moun yo, il te ka di, il te ka baye ou menti di on pas faire voyage là encore. Plutôt prend cob là tant que ou tuer moun yo.
Oui,
M'ta
puis,
souhaité moun
bon,
yo te là toujours.
Pitol te prend cob là.
Plutôt
Si
te
tu-
prend cob là,
c'est,
plutôt te prend cob là.
bon,
Si te cob là, te besoin te vle fon cob sur moun yo, plutôt te prend cob là. You guys are still tuned into Guardian 96.9 FM, Fresh News Smart Talk. We will be right back after this break. Communauté haïtien, loke là, n'a venu back après ti réclame ça.
Pour la vie, Haïtien moyen maman, Haïtien moyen papa, Haïtien sorti pour lui, ma fait mourir pour la vie.
Si, et puis chita, s'il vous plaît, y a prélé pour radiographie. Thaler. C'est ça qui fait relé Salton. Ou pas de problème dans Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, Image at Grosvenors, nous pas jamais faire plusieurs rendez-vous résultats. Ça veut dire entrée, sortie. Si test depuis stage montré écran, radiologue nous ka conduit alternatif test dépitage ça. Kounya la même. Ou bien, relez-nous dans 328 81 57 pour faire rendez-vous à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien relez-nous dans 328 81 55 Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien visiter location nous Kamakelod Chodia.
Living with a neurological condition shouldn't define you. At Cleveland Clinic in Florida, we do whatever it takes to make life better today while discovering new treatments for a brighter tomorrow. From epilepsy management to specialized spine care and brain tumor surgery, we're delivering world-class neurology care for the day-to-day, for the days you live for every care in the world. Visit clevelandclinicflorida.org/Caribbean.
Some medical facilities pride themselves on offering multiple services. At Fourth Terrace Diagnostics, same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. Whether you need an X-ray, mammogram, CAT scan, or ultrasound, we have a team of board-certified radiologists on staff, on site, each with their own area of expertise. Results are submitted to your doctor within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
Haïtien moyen maman.
Welcome back to Guardian 96.9 FM with Fresh News Smart Talk all day. I'm your host, Lady T. I still have Smith Joseph, which is my guest here at the radio. So I'm just going to do a little recap of what we were talking
what we
about
were
for the last
saying,
20 minutes.
last
Like we
20
just
minutes,
said, we was just
because-
speaking
yeah,
Creole.
we says-
Because the topic that I am on this evening, it more concerned the Haitian community about taking those risky voyages to states, to United States, and risking their lives and putting, I would say putting other children at risk.
Other children at risk, yeah.
Their own children, they taking their children with them, and so on and so forth. And we were also talking about the fact that the person who they said had the boat, we're not sure.
Yeah.
That's what they said. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what
And
it is.
that's what we both heard, right?
we both heard
And so
it.
we don't have no kind of evidence.
Yeah.
And that the boat were having problems from before they even went to go to the States, and they were aware of the problems that were, was in the boat, and they still went and put those persons' life at risk. And the boat is still missing at sea from the 4th of July. We haven't heard anything, no news, no updates, nothing.
No updates, nothing.
No bodies has been found. They didn't find nobody at all, nothing. And so that is the conversation that we are having this evening. And that is why I want the Haitian community to actually listen and to know that what they're doing is very dangerous. And, like I mentioned earlier, it happened to some of our parents, and we want to give God the glory, because it could have been them also that didn't make it when they were coming here to the Bahamas in the 80s and the 70s and the 60s. Some of our parents came here in the 60s, 50s, and been here all lived their lives, and they are now Bahamian citizens because they contribute to this country, paid their tax, and love this country to death. I've met Haitians that love this country. They don't even want people to know they are Haitians.
Oh, no.
Like, I'm going to go back to Mommy Carmen. I could never forget her, right?
never
And
forget
she
her.
was one of before her, it was this other Haitian lady who I used to go by.
Miss,
I can't remember her name.
I give her so
Yeah, but you know what I mean, Smith, because we
yeah,
used to
she's
go
the
there.
name right there,
at-
Cordo Avenue.
Yes,
She's
yes.
also
And she,
called-
listen,
yeah,
she used to tell me the stories on Selene Penland and the
Mami
time.
Nyas.
Yes. Before
Yeah,
before this
before
country even gained independence.
Yeah,
And
yes,
she
yeah.
was there, she said, and she was 90 something, 97 or so, 97 or 96, I'm not sure. But she used to tell us her story when she first came here from Haiti.
I always talk to the whole person them who been
Yeah,
here
because
so long and
I
talk to
love
them.
talking to them,
Yes,
because
I
you
talk
could
to them.
always,
I love talking to them.
like, those stories is really touch my heart. I used to be so, like, I feel so refreshed, like, just listening to them. And so I always look forward to going there and having a conversation on Sunday evenings after church. And so that they can tell me of their experience when they came here in those days, which would have been in the 50s. In the 60s,
Yeah, in 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
And what I never said, Smith, we didn't have no running water.
No, I was just going to say that.
Everybody
No
had to
running
go
water,
to the pump
that's right.
to get the water. Actually, now, I mean, some of my fellas them say, oh, man, I can't drink the water pump. I got to get Aquapure, get this.
And
one,
I don't
get
know
that."
who
Yeah,
government was in power, but I think the last time
No,
would have
it
been
was
the
U-
F&M government.
UPP
but
was at the power at that time,
right?
yeah.
And when I talk to them about the recent government, they say, "Who?"
Yeah.
They said, "We only know about UBP and Selene Penland."
yeah, that's all they know. See, the young people,
so-
they can talk about it. They only know.
Right, and so to me, to get the stories on Selene Penland and how much they loved him, and how much of a good prime minister he was to them, and listen, they can go on and on and on and on and tell you history about the country. I loved it, and I missed them dearly just for that talk.
Yeah, that's what the
just
talk.
for the
See-
pep
see-
talk and the knowledge also, the knowledge. And I go there every Sunday after church, and I can't wait to just sit down and have the little talk, because Mommy Carmen is another one. When you go by Mommy Carmen, right? And you like, no. So she always have those little candies. And,
Yeah, always have
and she would
something
have
to get-
cookies.
yes, cookies,
and
yeah.
she'd have a maid there, and she'll say, come. See what Lady T drinking, and see what Lady T eating. And I'd be like, I'm not hungry. Like, I don't want anything, right? And she said, come, sit down. And she was a woman of God. A woman of God, listen, and she
will not give you a
yeah,
voice,
and listen. So you have to
so-
take
yeah, you
your
have to
Bible,
yeah.
even though you came from church. It's like you're going back to
Yeah,
church
you're back to
again,
church,
because
yeah.
you have to take your Bible, because she's gonna tell you to read these verses, and she's gonna ask you about life, who you dating, and you know, so
She asks everything.
have you married? Why you not married? And you know, who you dating? Is this person a man of God? Does he love God? And I cherish those moments so much. Like a lot of times, but sometimes I just pass there and I'm thinking about. I'm like, wow, it is.
We lost some of good friends.
Yeah, the old people is just the best. They are just the best. They always
yes,
have the. Yes, they make you feel so good, so welcome, and they just give you that knowledge and the way they speak to you and stuff. Oh, I really miss her. No lies, I miss her a lot. Like I say, sometimes I just drive there and I just, reminisce on the old times.
Yeah, what I could do too, I can invite you maybe one day to go on East Street by the Mr. Palmer. Mm-hmm. Every time I was on them, I go on there, ask him a question, how the Bahamas was, and so he tell me everything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's 93 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very
Oh,
93.
I would love to go there.
Yeah, I always go on and he could tell you everything happened in the Bahamas from the young boys. I like talk to the old people to know the history of the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I have Mr. Peter Walker.
Oh,
who on the gas.
Walker?
I have him in the
gas
show,
station?
gas station. He
Oh,
was on
yeah?
the show with me.
The owner of
He
Walker.
tell me how the Bahamas was in the 50s when them Haitian boat them come. They have to swim, get the mango and stuff like that. So people didn't know back then the Haitian boat is to come from Haiti, bring the product here,
Yeah,
and
they
then
used
we
to.
carry something
Well,
back.
definitely
with it.
that I know.
So people
Yeah.
forget about those things. That's why we have to encourage our people to educate them, to let them know how long the Haitian been coming here in the Bahamas and stuff like that. So to know the story,
You know
have
what?
to
And then
read
also
stuff
we
like
have
that.
to, and that's our job to, and some persons might be like, hey, why are we having this show?
Right.
This show is to educate and inform the Haitian community of what's going on in the country. Also, for them to stay connected to the community, because if you here and you living here legally, you already here legally, you
already
have work
here,
permit, your
yes.
persons that have work permit, that have permanent residency. So if they're already here, what better thing to do than them knowing of what's going on with the country and of them following the laws in the country and them loving the people, like how the old people, like I could talk with Mommy Carmen and them, how they used love this country.
They love the
and they
country.
cherish this
They
country.
cherish this country
And listen,
for-
you can't even
for-
tell them anything about Haiti. I'm
No,
like,
no,
really?
they
They
can't tell them.
loved the Bahamas. They love Ansel Independent, love Cylinder.
Oh, yeah. 'cause-
and that's the kind of Haitians that we want. People who's gonna love this country and contribute to this country. And
But actually, right now, if you ask them, young person, I know people who 30 right now, I don't think they really know about our great Prime Minister Oscar Penley. They don't know about him. They can't say nothing about what the great man doing for us. Probably we have someone online.
looks so.
Yeah, someone online will tell us.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Let's Talk Together.
Hey, Lady T, what's happening?
Hi, how are you?
You know this voice. You know who this is.
I know this voice. Yes,
this
how
voice,
you
too. I know
doing?
it, right?
Man, everything is great. Totally just calling to say that I enjoying the show. Really, sit down and I'm really, digesting everything you're saying on this show, especially when you start to talk about patriotism for this great country that we have.
That's right.
That apparently is not in some of our view not as great in terms of where we are as a people today, but it's a great country where many persons aspire to come to and prosper and live comfortably.
Yes.
I hear you talk about the old days of when, many of us grew up with many persons from the Haitian diaspora. Many of them have accepted the Bahamas as their country and have been loyal to this country, helping to build the country.
That's right.
Well, what is so unfortunate is the facade, or basically the appearance that the younger generation have no true love for this country and its people. Actually, migration is something that's going on all around the world.
Correct.
And in this country in particular, we have a major influx. I mean, we cannot deceive ourselves from this one reality. We have a major influx of I call them our brothers and sisters from the South into this country. And as you so rightfully said, and I applaud you for it, is that the proper way to come into the country is to come legally.
Yes.
Yes.
Come through the right process.
Right way, yeah.
When you come into our country, to say that Bahamians do not hate our brothers and sisters from the South is an understatement, and it's a lie. What we do hate is the way that they come into the country unannounced. We don't know who's here. We don't know what you're bringing here. We don't know what your background is. But all these myriad of things are happening in the country, and the average Bahamian is being blamed for it. You see, this is where the issue comes in. And, you know, if you say that you accept our nationality in terms of going through the process and become legal and decide to want to live among us and become a legal citizen, then there is no qualm. I am pretty sure no Bahamian in their right mind would have an issue with that. But when we don't know who you are, you're not loyal to the country, you show more loyalty for where you came from instead of the country. We don't see you out there during independence to celebrate with Bahamians. Then what kind of message do you send to the Bahamian people? You see, these are the issues that we really need to discuss, and we need to stop the nonsense about Bahamians are xenophobic, because we are not. We welcome everyone into this country. We have accepted everyone into this country as long as it's done the right way.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry, I don't catch you. No, I'm sorry to say, and I catch you.
No,
go ahead.
ahead.
Listen, what you're saying is true. I don't want or I don't like when I hear people say Bahamian people is lazy. You can't say that word of under me. And you can't tell me the Bahamian lazy, or you can't tell me Bahamian don't like you. So people we can talk about that, that's, different mindset. Actually, for the people who didn't know about the Bahamas, because if the Bahamas didn't like you, why are you here?
Okay.
You understand? So you have to respect the country you live in. So what I'm saying is this, but we live in here, like you're saying, we live like brothers and sisters. So if I sneeze in now, you can sneeze in too. You understand? So what I'm saying, we got to pray and we got to encourage everybody to protect the Bahamas.
That's right.
When the Bahamas are better, we better. That's why.
And build it in a way
forward for our future children to come.
That's right.
So we ain't gonna have no flag immigrant come in next 20 years. We want everybody come in the right way. So we contribute to the country. So we have a better country for people to come, live and enjoy their life.
Better country for my child.
Well, I'll close on this one point, because I know you may have a few other persons who may want to contribute.
Yes, sir.
But I'll say it this way. You know, if we don't fix the country today as we should, and many of our brothers and sisters who have accepted the Bahamas as their country of choice,
Right.
if we don't fix it and they're having children of their own who reside in this country, and we don't fix this thing together, having loyalty to the country and to the concepts of what the country stands for, then trust me, you're leaving a bad legacy for even your children that was born here, that is raised here. What kind of life are they going to have? Are they going to have the similar lifestyle and issues that we, the ones who are born by both mother and father who are Bahamians, are they also going to be subjected to the adverse conditions that we as Bahamians have in this country? And that's all we basically really want. But thanks for taking my call. I will continue to be very happy that you're having this conversation, and I encourage you to continue to have the conversations, especially to get the message across not only to the Haitian diaspora, but to get the message across to the Bahamian citizenry, so we can understand that you guys, that when I say you guys, that the Haitian diaspora understands the fight that we are trying to do here, because it's for the benefit of all. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate your
contribution.
And he everything that he said was correct.
Yeah,
and it's
correct.
true.
Yeah,
because you know, we are growing. I would say I have Hello, good evening. Welcome to Let's Talk Together. Hello.
Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening. I'm well. How are you?
I guess you know this voice.
Oh, Mr. Faki, how are you?
You should know this voice.
I do know this voice.
This Sparky.
Hi, Sparkly. How are you?
Now, let's talk.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Now, let's start with numbers. And I hope the producer of this show tonight don't bother the number talk.
Okay.
There's 11 million people not Hispaniola. Hispaniola is split between two countries, Haiti, the Dominican Republic. There's 11 million people in Haiti just south of us. There's 12 million people in Cuba just south of us. There's 3 million people in Jamaica just south of the Bahamas. All of those people try to migrate to the Bahamas, where the numbers say there's only 400,000 of us. In our country, the Commonwealth of the Bahama Islands belong to the Bahamians. And from I was a child, I'm 72 years old now. From I was a child, my mother used to have Haitians helping her out in the yard. He's calling Willie. He called my daddy, daddy. He called my mommy, mommy, and this and that. From I was a child, I'm 73 now.
That's a blessing.
And majority of them came here illegally. Now in New Providence alone, there's 37 shanty towns that people come into my country, squat on, and I got to buy land and build house, and they living free. Eventually, when you put the numbers together, then you might, descendants of yourself, I might be a descendant of that too, because I Fontaine and the Fuchs. I don't know. But eventually, if you keep coming in the illegal numbers racket, $400,000. I mean, how 400,000 people with 11 million people in Haiti? If 1 million of them come to the Bahamas, that will be end of the Bahamian people.
Okay, Sparky, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But Sparky, I wanted to say, I lost you there, but I wanted to say that we applied the... I wanted to say that, that the government is doing a good job. But the shanty towns, they've been doing the demolition exercising with the shanty towns. So it's not as much as it was before. They have a lot of shanty towns that they demolished, started last year, and they are still doing that exercise so we can protect and keep the country safe. So we're going
to invite the people them who live in the shanty town. We ask you, please, you have a lot of chance to move. That's why last time we talked to them, asked them, they understand. They know where they live in is not right to them, that condition.
Yes, so the condition that they are living there. They're aware of that.
They're aware of that.
And so we want to say a special thank you because the government is doing a good job.
Yeah, very
they
good job.
Indeed doing a good job when it comes to handling the shantytown situation. They're doing a good job. Okay, you guys are still tuned in to Guardian 96.9 FM with fresh news, smart talk all day, communautaire. Branchez là, lock n'a vini back après. Commercial là.
Some medical facilities pride themselves on offering multiple services. At Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, imaging is what we do. Same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. Whether you need an X-ray, mammogram, CAT scan, or ultrasound, we have a team of board-certified radiologists on staff, on site, each expertise. Results are submitted to your doctor within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gregory Pinto. Join me every Wednesday for The Urologist Speaks, a brand new talk show here on Guardian Radio. Each week, my co-host Julian Reed and I will be discussing an array of health topics related to men, women, and children, such as men always being able to rise again and women regaining control of their bladder, and many, many more. The Urologist Speaks, Wednesdays from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. here on Guardian Radio 96.9.
When you jump in your Japanese import and you turn the radio on, all you hear is... For the month of September, the HitSpot will install a band extender in your Japanese import for the discounted rate of only $79.99, VAT included. Get your band expander installed today at the HitSpot and listen to
Star 106.9 96.5.
Plus, get fresh news and smart talk on
Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Seyen epi chita, s'il vous plaît, yap rele pour radiographie tale. C'est ça qui fait rele Saltan. Ou pas gen problème dans Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, Image at Grosvenor's, nous pas jamais faire plusieurs rendez-vous résultats. Ça veut dire entrée sortie. Si test depuis stage montre écran, radiologue nous ka kondi alternatif test dépitage ça. Kounya la même. Ou bien, relez-nous dans 328 81 57 pour faire rendez-vous à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien relez-nous dans 328 81 57, faire rendez-vous à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, Image à Grosvenor, ou bien visiter location nous Kamakelod Chodia. Welcome back to Smart Talk All Day. Indeed, I'm your host, Lady T. It's a pleasure to have you guys with us on this great evening, Sunday evening, I do have Smith Joseph, who is still my guest at the radio, and we are talking about the, the country itself.
Country itself. We was talking about the story.
What
happened in the 60s and 70s.
Yes,
and when Nassau was, was very everybody to know each other. By that time, right, people they have a money they call in. They don't have no like dollars we have it. It was like you see, if you have $2, you could carry the whole trolley to the city market. You can have it for $10 at the hours to pay.
I think the right person to come on the show and talk about that is Sparky.
Is Sparky, yeah. We can we have a Sparky in the show?
He would definitely give us some knowledge when it comes to that.
Yeah, give us some knowledge. Because Sparky says he's 73. So he knows all those things.
So he knows. He has
so we need someone to tell us the street.
When it comes to that. So definitely I'm going to have somebody that comes on the show. I'm going to look for somebody that can come on the show and educate the Haitian community more of what the country is, what the Bahamas is, and what it represents, and how much we love the country, how we want to move forward together. And as I mentioned before, that I have a child also, and he's in school, and he is actually the future of this country.
Yeah, he's the future of the country.
And so, in the years to come, I want this country to be better because I want him to contribute to this country. I want this country to be in another level. I would love for the cost of living to be lower because I think it is too high for this little country that we live in. That is my perspective. Me only, I would like for BPL to be a little lower. I definitely want groceries to be a little lower. And those are those things that I really more concerned about when it comes to myself. And so we want to make sure that we protect this country. This is the country that we love, and this is the country that we comes back to. And as I don't know if persons, listen to my show, they would say over and over, I said, when I go to the States and I go to shop, if I spend a week or 2 weeks after my money is finished, I'm ready to come back home.
Oh, yeah, Dave.
I'm ready. Listen, I'm going to come back home.
When did my money go low?
Once my money is done,
I can't wait till
I get homesick.
Yeah.
I get homesick because this is just the place that I call home. This is my country. So, of course, I want to make sure that I protect it not only for myself, but for the generation to come, for the kids who are us, who want a better country, who want a better way of life. We want to make things a little easier for them,
Actually, right now, you could see little different things. Past couple of months or couple of years, you don't hear the boat capsize anymore.
No, we've been, it's been slowing down a little bit. So we give God the glory because we've been working behind doors.
And also,
letting them to don't come here, please. Illegal.
Right. We thank Joe Biden administration for what they doing for the
TPS,
the TPS, whatever. So a lot of people, we don't have a bunch of migrants die anymore because about this. So we here we try to encourage you to do better whatever you are. So make it better for our future to come. And I'm glad now we have this platform where we have, Haitian brothers and sisters. You could hear me, you could see me talking the radio. Back then, we didn't have that.
No, we didn't have that. So
actually,
it's a blessing. And
this generation,
we want to give a special thank you to Guardian Radio.
Oh, Guardian
for having
Radio,
us
especially
here.
the honor of the Guardian Radio.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
Our
for allowing
manager.
our Creole program on this show. So it's very I global
White
too.
Major, yes,
So
we
White
wanna-
Major, I always listen to him in the morning.
Yes,
it's
we
very
wanna
good show.
give him a
I give him a
special
plug
thank you.
for that to allow Creole.
And then to our
to our
sponsors,
sponsors.
who's
It's a very
helping
good show.
to keep this show
So-
on, which is Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center. A special thank you to them, and anybody else who's interested on and advertising your
Advertising in business in
I
Creole.
do,
Yeah,
I
well,
do reads in Creole and English, and so that because we're not gonna run away from it. The Haitians is already here.
So-
the ones that here.
They hear they go on
They
contribution.
hear legal, and so we
yes,
want them to
yes.
contribute to your businesses as also to know where you located and to know what you all about. So if you would like to sponsor this show,
Mm-hmm.
you can give us a call at Guardian, and definitely we will hook you up. Let's talk together. We'll hook you up. I will do the voice for you. And
You
so
do
on
the
and so
voice.
forth.
Actually, you could come in a business and
Yeah, and then you can come right on the show and talk about your business
Mm-hmm.
and whatever you want to do. We are here to give you the good service because we are one. We're gonna remember that we are one.
We are one. Then one thing, Lady T, we gonna talk about. You were saying about the cost living here in the Bahamas is very high. Right now you can't find apartment.
Yeah, that's another story.
That's something.
And
we
even
need-
apartment went
we
higher.
need yeah, it's very high right now. 2-bedroom, like in local, like in places like that, they actually for $850.
And then some of them are not even
some of them,
accepting you to have
accept
kids.
kids.
They
Eh,
don't want you. They're not allowing you to even bring kids in their apartment.
Back then is put on your newspaper. I call it classify, classify
the
where you
classified
could,
ads,
was
yeah.
saying when. Now you gone there, you don't find it no more. They tell you no children. So how you could imagine now? You tell me you go to Windmill House, no children. So what about the kids you are? Where you gonna put it? You understand? And right now, I think the government got to look on that, especially them landlords. They gonna open the rent without don't do no renovation on the building or whatever. They just come and say, you know what, I add $100, so you won't stay, you stay, you don't stay. That it can't be like that.
It should be
It's
some
the
kind of
process we got
contract
to
in
go.
place.
And also for right now, cost living here is very high. For 2-bedroom in local area down there, it's $850. Why dare to the Grove area? Why dare
And
to
thank
the
God
farm
for the
road?
government for
Somewhere's at
putting
night.
up minimum
Yes.
wage
Yeah.
to
But-
$260 now. Because
yeah.
if the government didn't do that, God,
Lady, the minimum
It
wage
wouldn't
you're saying
matter.
is $260. Can you imagine you making $260 a week? Not even $260 because national insurance is going to come out on that. Okay, $260. You have a rent for $850. If you're making $250 a week, and your rent is
well, it used to be $240, so
$850.
thank God.
So
It's $260
what
now,
can
so-
you? No. Now you're gonna tell me that's why that. I mean, we're talking about the life so high, but you making $250 a week. Your house is $850. So you have a light bill to pay. You have a water bill to pay. How you can survive? Tell me.
That's true.
Yeah, it's very hard. That's why I'm
You'll have
people.
to have two
Wha-
incomes in the
Yeah,
house.
whatever
And
you
your
could
husband
do,
can help you or
just do
whoever
it to
you live
make
with.
a live. If you, I think
you
you might
good at-
get.
if you
If
good
you
at
got a
cooking,
cook, yeah,
if you
cooking. I
good at
know,
cooking,
yeah, a
do
lot of people
something,
do
you know.
that. Do something.
In this country, you
They help
have to
yes.
do multiple things in order to survive. Definitely one paycheck cannot sustain no family.
No, can't sustain no
that's
family.
$260 for sure. Because the grocery, I would say that's to the grocery store, right? And my bill is $210.
Okay.
The other day, and I'm like, the guy said, "Do you need help?" I'm like, "With what?" I left my bags. I couldn't believe it. 200
Yeah, 200.
200 and
see,
something dollars, and
200,
I literally
so,
could lift my
okay.
own bags.
So you
Like,
you
what?
you shopping for $200 something. Ain't gonna last you till
No,
Friday.
no.
So now what happened?
And
So
my
you
one
don't see
child, he could eat.
if you making $260, you shopping for $200 something. You only left like $40 to put gas in your car.
That's right.
So what happened if you sick? You have to go to the doctor. So what happened now? What happened the light bill? Now what happened the cable bill? So tell me, see that Boy, guys, I don't know. It's very rough. You gotta do. As a technician myself,
have you been following the election in the United States?
Oh yeah,
the debate and stuff. Trump said they eating the cats and the dogs in Ohio.
We asked the people that because I don't know. Actually, I'm on a different radio station, so the stuff the talk I can't say it on this radio station because every
Trump
radio
said
station
they eating the cats and the dogs
where
in
they
Ohio.
Say,
I would
Trump
hope
saying,
those American Haitian citizen
the Haitian
know
eat the
to
cat
vote
and dog.
to vote
But
wisely,
listen,
right? I would hope so. I'm sure they are listening.
What I'm gonna say is not gonna engage this radio station 96.9
But
FM.
whatever you said, it
This
goes with you.
is me, Smith Joseph. Okay, this is Smith Joseph. I'm gonna say it. I encourage every Haitian watching me right now in United States.
And they are tuning in.
You all tune in this. So Sunday, I go on my show. You all know how I go on that. I invite every one of you to go listen with Donald Trump saying. First of all, he say Haitian is a piece of.
Well, I'm sure they're aware of that. Yeah.
You all, everybody aware of that. Oh, okay. so do get that because I'm not today. Ok, merci tout le monde. Rendez-vous nous casser pour nous parler sur ça. Please, c'est dans show nous dans Global 99.5 FM. Dimanche bon Dieu voulait nous pas gagner show à soir. À l'aide des choses ça nous vient là-dedans. N'a préparé pour dimanche Dieu voulait. Merci. Thank you everybody for watching this live the show in Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, the best radio uptown. Thank you everybody.
I want to say a special thank you to Smith Joseph for coming here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And also to my producer, thank you so much for always doing a good job. Also to my sponsor, Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, thank you so much. And to all of my listeners, thank you guys. Have a blessed Sunday. See you next week Sunday, same time. Let's Talk Together in English was brought to you by Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, the Bahamas' largest and most experienced dedicated radiological center.